Here's my bike, the bluish berry. Hopefully it's not too windy. I wanted to do a walk around and show everything I've done to it. Finally got my chains back on. I tried to replace this chain with a single speed chain and it got too tight, locked it up, and I bent 2 axles. So I went back to the 18 speed chain with the derailleur for a tensioner. That way I just make sure that that doesn't happen again, because that was a pain in the ass. So I also have a this is a 415H chain, because the chain that came with it was cheap and it stretched out easily. There's a couple of the links right here. You can tell how crappy they are compared to the other ones. The ones that look newer are the cheaper link that came with the kit. And I had to move my wheel a little bit forward to get the tension right, otherwise I need a half link. I lost my half link when my chain broke. So, and I got the spring tensioner, which I think works great. Peace of mind. This was a water bottle, but I'm gonna use it for gas. I already put gas in it and it exploded on me when I opened it. So I think if I just don't fill it as much, it'll be okay. And I just moved my gas tank up. I had it back here and it was taking up a lot of space, but actually it was nice because I could fit my backpack back there. Now I don't have any room for my backpack. And I thought this would be nice because I have a backrest, but if I have stuff in my backpack, it'll squish it. Here's my trunk. I put foam in it for insulation, for door dashing. And then I had a tarp over the top, but it made it look like I was homeless, so I'm gonna figure something else out for a top, for a lid for it. And then, so here's the rack. Here's my tail light that it's also an alarm, and it works as a brake light. It detects when I slow down. I had good tires. They were like knockoff Continental off Amazon, but since I had to put a new wheel since I broke my axle, I'm just using this shitty tire for now until it goes bald, and then I'll put my good tire back on. Those tires lasted me probably 600 miles before it went bald, and that's with me, you know, locking up the tire sometimes when it won't start. It skids a little bit. But these Walmart cheap tires that come with these bikes, they last like 2 weeks. But the front tire will last forever. Probably 2,000 miles before it goes bald. All right, now what else I got? I put fuel line like for a car, because I thought the fuel line that came with it looked cheap. And this works, but I think it might leak a little bit, but it works. I did color changing paint blurple on the engine covers, case covers, and on the gas tank lid, gas cap. I got dirt bike grips because I didn't like those cheap grips that comes with it, those plastics. And this is all aluminum throttle because the one that comes with it's cheap and doesn't last very long before it snaps. And everything inside it breaks. I tried to fix my idle, my clutch, but it doesn't really work that great. But see, it's all janky. so I just don't use that. No, it just popped off. Whatever. So I got a bar end, mirror. I'm gonna put some glue on the bottom so it doesn't spin or vibrate. I just got this thing. It's a headlight. And it's also a speedometer, odometer. That way I can stay out later and I can go further. If the sun goes down, I can make it home. This thing for the speedometer vibrated loose, said I was going 70 miles per hour when I was going 25, so just have to keep it tight. What else? I got the HP carburetor and shorty intake, and I need to clean it because I actually made a air filter for it, but I'm probably going to put a velocity stack on it if it'll fit. I'm just running it without a filter for now because I've got it tuned. I'm running a 68, but if I'm missing the cap on my exhaust, so it's running lean, so it really needs to be running a 65 with the air filter and a proper exhaust. So once I get a good exhaust, I'll get all that tuned again. What else? So I got the sheepskin, fake sheepskin, and that's nice. It kept me warm in the winter, and I think it'll keep me cool in the summer. It just breathes like leather does, even though it's fake sheepskin. And it was white, and I was gonna dye it. I tried dyeing it black. I have to use synthetic dye, but now I've been getting so much grease on it that it's turning black, so it'll be fine. And then this phone mount is really nice. Basically everything's from Amazon. I hate to admit, but that's how it is with these Chinese bikes. It's a Huffy Rock Creek, I think. I just debadged it. This rack is supposed to support up to 150 pounds. I wouldn't trust it with that much, but it's held good. This bolt is loose, but I Loctited it with red Loctite and it hasn't moved. It's just because it's so close to the chain that I had to make something work, and it's held for 1,000 miles, so I'm sure it's fine. And then these were like 20, 30 bucks, these saddlebags, and I just keep my tools in there, basically. I guess that's basically everything. Yeah, I think that's it. So I get 33 miles per hour with a 44 tooth sprocket, and I could take any hill in Pittsburgh, which is saying a lot. They have the steepest hills in the world, like San Francisco. So if I can go 33, and I'm sure I could actually hit like 35, 36 if I had it tuned right, because it's a little bit rich. So it loses its top end once I hit 33. So, but it's had over 1,000 miles on this bike, and I'm surprised how reliable it is. The only thing that's ever gone wrong is my own fault for my mechanical skills, but you live and you learn, and it gets better and better. So that's what's up.